Hi, my name is Karen Weinstock. I'm an immigration attorney specializing in physician immigration to the United States, and I'm here to tell you why now is the right time to give us a call to talk about your plans to practice medicine in the United States in the next year or two. And if you think it is too early to apply, then our experience shows that if you delay your application process by 3 or 4 months on average, you might lose $30,000 to $40,000 in potential earnings. And yes, that is an entire year's residence salary. In order to practice medicine in the United States, you will have to go through a lengthy qualification process that involves many bureaucratic steps that are interdependent. Missing a step or getting stuck in a step might cause you substantial delays, and you don't want that to happen. First, in the list of steps, you have to decide where you would like to practice, including which employer will be your visa sponsor or green card sponsor, and where you will take your board exams. As you know, taking the boards takes time, and finding an employer also takes time. And the immigration process takes time. That's what you don't know. If you completed your residency or fellowship on a J-1 visa, then you will need a J-1 visa waiver before you can apply for an H-1B visa or a green card. Finding a J-1 waiver position and completing the entire J-1 paperwork takes time, a few months on average. And that is a sample of a J-1 visa waiver application that we filed. Most J-1 visa waiver positions require you to serve 3 years in a medically underserved area or a VA hospital, among other requirements. If you prefer to serve in a large urban area, we can help with medical research waivers and hardship waivers as well. If you do not need a J-1 visa waiver, then consider yourself very lucky. However, you would still need a state license and to pass all 3 steps of the USMLE in order to qualify for an H-1B visa. Every state has a different licensing process, and some states, for example, won't issue you a license until you have the H-1B visa in hand. So it's important to know and prepare for these things in advance. And that is, for example, a copy of an H-1B visa petition that we filed for a doctor. An important date to remember is October 1st, which is the beginning of the government's fiscal year. Why is it important is that is when all the J-1 waiver position slots open up in all the states based on the Conrad 30 or the State 30 program. And that is also when the H-1B visas open up. And you cannot wait until October 1st and then plan to file, because many of the J-1 waiver slots will be exhausted by then or very close to that date, especially in the most popular state like California, New York, or Texas. And also the H-1B visa number, even if you don't need a waiver, the H-1B visa numbers might get exhausted by then because employers start to file for the H-1B visas in April, and there are only 65,000 visas available for the entire U.S. per year. So it's important to plan in advance. Again, if you want to apply for a green card, the labor certification takes time, the recruitment process takes time, and the Department of Labor takes time in completing the certification process and approving the case or certifying the case. And that is an example of a labor certification case that we filed for a doctor. And because it is such a complicated process and a lengthy process, that is why you need to give us a call today so we can help you get started.